So every time somebody lights up a joint in Denver, the city gets a couple cents in tax revenue. And it turns out people have been busy. The city just hit $500 million in cannabis revenue. Our Mark Salinger shows us where the money's going.
It's 8 a.m. Sean, your total is $59.74.
The day was January 1st, 2014. The first recreational marijuana sold in the U.S., right here in Colorado.
We did it.
We did it.
We didn't know it then, but this was the beginning of a rush of green, both in dollars and weed.
And I am so proud of Colorado for being first in the country, first in the world.
Almost 10 years since the cameras crowded the first sale in history.
And so a lot of people ask us, so where did the tax money go?
Denver just hit $500 million in tax revenue from marijuana sales.
$500 million is a lot of money.
Eric Escudero is with Denver's Department of Excise and Licenses, which regulates the marijuana industry in the city. Last year, the city brought in $54.8 million in local sales tax, state sales tax, and licensing fees. That may seem like a lot until you realize that's down more than $17 million from the year before.
We do know that we may have hit the peak as far as what marijuana sales will look like.
This year, they project to bring in only $31.9 million. So where does that money go? The biggest percentage is allocated for homelessness and housing. Nearly $9 million of that money this year will go towards affordable housing in a city that's become increasingly unaffordable. Another $8 million is put towards operating the homeless shelter on 48th Street. Then the rest is split up between marijuana regulation and education, along with small business investment and money put towards the city's general fund.
You think about the potholes on the road, those things still come out of the general fund, and marijuana tax dollars contribute to it.
Pot for potholes, as the PR campaign goes. It's been 10 years since Colorado first got high legally, and the money keeps rolling in.
We got some legal weed.
When anyone buys anything at a dispensary, they're paying state and local sales tax. The state has their own allocation for where all that money goes, and then they send some back to individual cities. That fund is where you see things like school construction. When people smoke less weed, Kyle, the state gets less money.
Once upon a time, Mark Salinger, I thought that there was nothing that Coloradans love more than the Denver Broncos and the mountains. And then came March 23, 2020, when then Mayor Hancock briefly attempted to close booze shops and pot shops, and the city lost its collective mind.
If you thought the pandemic sent everyone home and no one was smoking weed, you are wrong. The city of Denver brought in about $70 or so million in taxes in 2020 and 2021. Compare that to this year, 31.9, what's projected. That's a lot of weed.
Yeah, work from home, my posterior. We know what everybody
Hey, they're working.
was doing from home. Mark, thank you.